Okay, welcome back to WIG, and we're about to do a very special interview. On the line right now, we have the one, the only, as we said before, George the Animal Steele. All right, George, let's hear you. So George, I'm going to first ask you, when you first got involved in the World Wrestling Federation, you were what was known as a rule breaker. It seems like every match you had a foreign object of some sort, and you were basically the most unorthodox wrestler we had seen, I think. Maybe you had Gorgeous George, and you think back to some of those other wrestlers of that time, and up until where we saw you, you were different, I would have to say. You were so unorthodox, your style of wrestling, and almost uncontrollable. You were very scary for children to watch, and I think you did a masterful job of playing that role. Was it pretty fun for you to be able to do that?
Captain Lou? Tell George. Come on,
George, hello, are you there?
He said,
Yes, Captain Lou, you were with Captain Lou, I believe, when you first entered the World Wrestling Federation for a time before Classy Freddie Blassie became your manager. Now, what was the difference between Classy Freddie Blassie and Captain Lou Albano?
Lou say, I'm a cowboy.
What about Classy Freddie Blassie?
Deputy George.
So, was it more fun to be the way you were back in those times when you used to? I don't know. You kind of seem like you played into scaring the crowd, and like kind of like that they were, even though they're safe, behind the barricades, but maybe not so safe. Did you ever have any up close encounters with fans where you could really see how terrifying your character was?
Yes.
With Elizabeth, you had a encounter where she was scared of you, I guess.
Elizabeth George's.
Yes.
Elizabeth.
So George, let's get to Elizabeth. Okay, so the fans start to, I think after some point, the fans become, the fans identify with you more. So now you're a fan favorite, and you enter into a feud with the Macho Man Randy Savage over his manager Elizabeth. Now, this is something kind of brand new in professional wrestling, I think, when you have you have a feud of this sort. You being like the kind of like Beauty and the Beast.
I love Elizabeth.
Yes.
Elizabeth, make George grow.
Elizabeth made you grow, made you, not you, George the Animal Steele, grow spiritually and emotionally?
She said, thank you, George. Spit. George. Sean.
Yes. Well, there was a rock and roll alliance between music television, MTV, and the World Wrestling Federation at that point, I think. And how did you feel about that whole thing? The whole thing with MTV?
He took me to the zoo and they saw penguins and tigers.
That's great. Were they uh, was they playing rock and roll there?
They said, try this drink. George drink. I big cup.
Hello, George. Yeah. Okay. So you had this skit where Captain Lou Albano is having you. Basically, he has you being examined by this guy who's supposed to be a psychologist, and he's got this device on your head, and it's really funny. Was it hard for you to get into that role? I mean, like, or is this just something that came natural for you? Hello, George.
You were birds. And he said, there was monkeys.
And you also, George, kind of, okay, this is when Captain Lou, I think, again becomes your manager, but this time he's helping you out. Kind of, you're under therapy. Do you remember this time period?
Captain Lou said, external order. He said, sex, no. He said, George said, no.
You and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat became allies in this feud you had with the Macho Man Randy Savage. Did you and Ricky Steamboat get along in real life?
Steamboat, he said, no sex, Elizabeth. He smelled like yogurt. He hair soft hair wet. He say, no, George, no, little bit, no, little bit, no, George, no sex.
Interesting. So when you were there at WrestleMania 3 with those 93,000 screaming fans at the Pontiac Silverdome, how did you feel being involved in an event of this magnitude?
He said, George, shave, 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 George, say shave. She make George grow. With a bit, she say she smell like she smell flowers. Little bit, she say no, George.
So after WrestleMania 3, we didn't seem to see you, I think, as much. There was a music video, and I think it's a great music video. Did you have any role in, as far as in the creation of this music video, this song that they had in this music video, George the Animal Steele, which I think is just hilarious.
She say George's friend. She smell flowers. She said George, no. George's manager doubt Hogan.
So after you were at WrestleMania 4 and you're outside the ring kind of pretending you don't know whether you're supposed to be in the ring or not, which I thought was hilarious. What was it like for you to have to pretend to be kind of slow mentally? Was this hard for you?
She said, no hard. He said, hard. No hard, George. No little bit, no sex, George. He said fixed. George fixed. He said a little bit, no. I ate whole box crowds.
Okay, George. Well, it was great talking to you. You are definitely one of the legends in professional wrestling. And, well, I guess I'll just leave it to you for any last comments. Is there anything that, besides what you've said, that you could say about your career is as in the World Wrestling Federation?
Sad mind, abba gobble. He little bit say pillow. George said a little bit manager. She said no, George. He said soft care. Your George's friend, mine, little bit. Mine. George's friend. Bit biting.
Okay, thank you, George. That was George the Animal Steele, and we'll be back after we take a break.